Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm amazing. I am well. I'm alive. I am happy. I have everything I could ever need and want. Life is amazing.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And I remember things.
There you go.
There you go.
It. It. That's
That's
it.
right.
That is it. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie, Coach Lucky. After last week, I was in my feelings, and then my daughter, like when I messaged you, I was like, she really reiterated it to me. It was like, wow, like how can this come full circle? And it always does. This is how I know everything is. Look, let me come off camera. Like everything is amazing because I say it is.
Mhm.
I will it to be because I said so. It is so.
Mhm.
Let there be.
Mhm.
And they remind me all the time, like, yo, my life is the way it is because I say let there be. I command what I say over my life. This always happens to me because of who I am. My daughter said, I always get good service. Y'all got good service because of me. I always get good service. And then I love the angel numbers because it's like a reminder, like you're doing this. Like so we got the check. The check was it was like 11111. And so to tip the lady to give her a 20% tip, it was like 22222. So then her total ended up being like 13333. And I was like, yes, this is it. Full circle, the message right here. Like you create everything.
Mhm.
Like whatever you say goes. You are so powerful. Like
Mhm. Mhm.
so, yes.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's good to see everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Leslie coming off her 24-hour run.
My new word is epic.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
24 hours straight.
24 hours straight on
TikTok.
TikTok.
Woo. That's
Wow.
that's it. That's
That's
it.
amazing.
Yes, that is it. I got your video as well. So I got it, but I'm not sure what you meant by it.
So, what I meant by it was there's a piece in that video where the guy says the the amount of what you get back is the number of throws you take.
Uh-huh.
So that's the thing that hit me. It's like what we receive is what we put out, and we get upset with not receiving when we're not putting out.
Mhm.
So that's what it like just brought to me was you're not asking for, you're not willing to ask for the thing you want, but you want to receive the thing that you're not asking for.
Mm,
Very well said and very true.
mm.
Like what does it say in the book? You have not because you ask not,
Right.
right? And that's very true. We think we're humble by asking for a little, then we're mad when that's what we get.
Yeah, or we're not asking at all and mad that we're not getting.
Mm-hmm.
But the start is not the doing, the start is the asking. And if you're not willing to ask and ask boldly, then you're not going to get boldly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the person they're talking about, the people talking aren't the story. The person they're talking about is asking for the thing that they want, and the other people are watching saying, how'd they get that?
Mm-hmm. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, wonderful. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's awesome. We're going to get on. We're going to start with the story. I always like to start with a story, or sometimes I'll start with history, or sometimes I'll start with some questions um, to, I'll use the word frame things. Um, what we talk about here is how to live the life we want to live, right? By learning how to think. by learning, by choosing the thoughts you want to become physical expressions in your world and your life. And once you understand that that is what you're doing, whether on purpose or not, but you're still doing that, then, as Latoya likes to say, you start to learn how to choose on purpose. You start to become increasingly aware of the fact that your physical world is a reflection of what's going on inside of you, your thought life, right? So that it's not just positive thinking as people describe it, like just think happy and things like that. No, it's about learning how to think on purpose. It's learning like a farmer plants a seed on purpose to get this particular crop, this particular tree, this particular outcome, and learning that your mind is just like that land. Whatever thoughts that you put in it, it is going to crops, experiences, physical expressions are going to become a part of your world that are reflections of that seed or of that thought or those thoughts, that thinking. So we're going to start with a little story. Today we'll read, probably take about 2 minutes or so, and then we'll use that to jump off into what we always jump off into. So, who would ever like to read? Let me know. Let us know. Vanessa, you can pull that up, and we'll get to going.
All right, un momentito. I'll get it going. Thank you for your patience. All right.
Thank you.
And who's available to read?
Good morning.
Morning.
I can read, and if I see it.
Okay.
It starts with you. Through the use of her imagination, this talented young artist has made her dream a reality. Ever since I entered into the art field, I have enjoyed doing sketches and paintings for children's rooms. However, I have been discouraged by advisors and friends who were far more experienced in the field than I. They liked my work, admired my talent, but said I would not get recognition nor pay for this type of work. Somehow, I always felt I would, but how? Then last fall, I heard your lectures and read your books, and I decided to let my imagination create the reality I desired. This is what I did daily. I imagined I was in a gallery. There was a great deal of excitement about me. On the walls hung my art, only mine, a one-woman show. And I saw red stars on many of the pictures. This would indicate that they had been sold. This is what happened. Just before Christmas, I did a mobile for a friend who showed it in turn to a friend of hers who owns an art import shop in Pasadena. He expressed a desire to meet me, so I took a few samples of my work along. When he looked at the very first painting, he said he would like to give me a one-woman show in the spring. The night of the opening, April 17, an interior decorator came and liked and commissioned me to do a collage for a little boy's room, which will appear in the September issue of Good Housekeeping for the 1961 House of the Year. Later, during the showing, another decorator came and admired my work so much. He asked if he might arrange for me to meet the right interior decorators and the right owners of galleries who would buy and display my work properly. Incidentally, the show was a financial success for the owner of the gallery as well as for me. The interesting thing about this is that seemingly these three men came to me out of the blue. Certainly, I made no effort during the time of my imagining to contact anyone. But now I am getting recognition and have a market for my work. And now I know without a shadow of doubt that there is no when you seriously apply this principle that imagining creates reality.
Wonderful. First, what I want us to understand is that we're imagining all the time. When you wake up and you're thinking about your day and you're anticipating your day, what's going to happen, not going to happen, what you hope to happen, what you hope won't happen, you're imagining. You're anticipating. You're using your mental faculty to anticipate what possibly could happen that you like or don't like, but you're imagining. You're doing it whether you like it or not, want it or not. That is just how your brain functions. That's how that brain mind coherence, that's how that functions. So one, you're doing it anyway. What we understand here is that since that's happening anyway, do it for your good, do it for your benefit. That is what you would call positive thinking, is that if I'm going to imagine anyway, I might as well imagine on my behalf or for my good instead of the opposite, which is what is called normal thinking. That's why they have to call it positive thinking, because they have to name it something different than what normally happens, right? Because what normally happens is the opposite. So we're imagining anyway. All right. Now, if we go back into the story, right? The first part about it, right, was when she had an idea. When she had an idea, I'm going to say it this way, but when she had an idea, where does that idea come from? What is that idea called?
A thought?
Thought.
I'm sorry?
Thought.
A thought? Okay. What is that called?
Awareness.
What is that called?
Consciousness.
What is that called?
I am.
What is that called?
God.
Right. I want us to know that that's not the word we have to use, but I'm tracing it back so you can understand that when you say God, if that's what you want to say, that that's the same place that I am, consciousness, awareness. It's the same thing. Those are just different names of the same thing, different attributes of the same thing, different ways to say the same thing. But that is, so when you use that word, God, or when you use I am, or when you use consciousness, or when you use thought, that is the same thing. Because thought doesn't have a body. It's not male or female. God is not male or female. It's not a body, right? It is consciousness. It is thought. That's why in the book it says I am, right? So that was the idea. So that's where the idea is coming from, right? Your thought to do, to be, to have something, right? That would give you pleasure and joy that you want to do. That's where that thought is coming from. All right. Next thing that happened. As soon as they had that thought, what happened?
She imagined?
No, so she had the thought, then what happened?
She shared her thought with others.
And then what happened?
She was discouraged.
Discouraged. What is that called?
The devil.
The
The
devil.
haters.
The devil. The devil.
Haters gonna hate.
If you trace it back, that would be called the devil. If you trace it all the way back, you can call it haters. You can call it discouragement. You can call it someone with more experience than you telling you that you can't have that that's not the way it works, that you don't understand. Well, the economy, well, you're a woman or you're black or you're white or you're whatever is not going to work out for you is what you are, is what you happen to be, right? That is called, if you trace that all the way back, that's what people will call the devil. It is as soon as it is the doubt of your idea. It is basically the opposite of your idea. It's just the opposite. It's the antithesis of your idea. Right? Okay. So then now at that point, what happens at that point?
Well, if you're not grounded or strong with your thought, you can fall to the outside discouragement, or as in her case, she was firmly planted in the idea that she could succeed at this and didn't let it deter her.
That's correct. At that point, you have a choice. Plain and simple, on a Tuesday morning, you have a choice. So it's good when we're all here because we all understand we're all here to encourage each other, support each other. It's all wonderful. But the thing that I try to make sure we do the most when we're here is understand this clear enough so that when we all cut the phone off, cut the computer off, and start quote unquote living life, that you know this well enough that on Tuesday morning when there's no one to call, when everybody's busy or at work or with their kids or sleep or wherever they are, and you don't necessarily have anyone to call, that you understand this. That you understand that your idea that came to you that was like, wow, that would be wonderful if that would be nice if I could. That would be wonderful if I could. And whether it's to have a business, whether it's to have better health, whether it's to have a relationship, whether it's to make more money, doesn't matter what it is. It's still the same idea. It's an idea, right? And in that moment, that idea is what, if you trace it all the way back, is what people call God. I'm using terms that people understand so that when they say idea, they don't think it's something different. It's something you're just saying right now, but back, you trace it all the way back, that would be called God, right? If you
So
go,
earlier in the chat, sorry, before more people say something, because I know you can't see the chat.
yes,
Earlier in the chat, Latoya was saying our what ifs are our imagination. And then the last question you asked, Sparkle Bailey said doubting yourself. And then we out here in the jungle during the week.
well, the whole thing is that there's nothing wrong with being in the jungle if you're Tarzan, but if you're not, you're gonna get eaten. You're gonna get run over and everything if you don't know that you're still the king wherever you go, right? You're still the queen wherever you go. You still are who you are no matter where you go. But since we change environments, it makes us change identities, and that's when you fall. That's when you sink. You're the head of the house in your home. You're the queen of the home. You're the king of the home. You get outside, and then you got a little light that you're trying to let shine. You can't be both. You can't have both. It doesn't work like that. You either are or you're not. Let's just, like I said, trace it back. I just use words that we don't have to use, but I use words that people are familiar with so people get a better understanding of how they should really interpret things to their best good. If 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 uh if if God was God on payday, and then on Monday you're like, hey, you're praying to God for some money, and God was like, man, I'm out. You know what? Sparkle Bailey, I wish I could, but I'm out. Then then which one are you? Is it just, are you like payday Friday? Or are you is it's all bad Monday? Is it like, if there's no stability, how do you have any consistency? How do you expand? How do you get better? How do you get bigger? So when we keep changing identities, when we keep saying I'm this one day, but the next day I'm that, I'm this one day, but the next day I'm that, how do you think you're going to get anything? I mean, if that was just a physical, regular world, you'd be probably on some medicine, on some medication, if you have that many identities that you're fracturing through, right? So at the beginning, you have an idea, which people would call God. At the end, and then you let the idea out, and then you get discouraged. People talk you out of it, or they talk you into your right mind, or really, which is really out of your right mind. They try to talk some sense into you, but they're really talking it out of you. And so they're discouraging. They're telling you that what your true nature is telling you is not good, is not right, that it's wrong, and they're right. But if you call them and ask them for some help and they couldn't help you, then what happens? So they can't help you, and you just abandon ship. So now you're both out there in the water and they can't even swim. So you're both going down, right? So you have your idea, which trace all the way back, people will call God. Then you get discouraged, you trace all that back. I don't believe the idea. I don't believe this thing that came to me is possible for me. So then that's so-called the devil, right? If you trace it all the way back. That is, well, this was good, but you get to that, right? So you have a choice at that point. Are you going to go forward or are you going to go backward? Are you going to go forward or are you going to remain the same, right? So then what did it say? What did it say she wanted? What did she say she wanted in the gallery? Anybody remember how she described it?
I don't know. She didn't say she wanted a one-woman show, but she wanted to see her drawing her works in the gallery.
As a what?
As an artist, as a decorator. She
No,
wanted to be an interior. I
no.
don't
She
know.
just say as a one-woman show.
Said as a one-woman show.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, why is that important? Why is that relevant?
Because being specific is also important.
You can be as specific as you can be. Right? There's sometimes you can't be super specific necessarily because there are things in your mind that you don't know even exist. But say you want a car, but there may be certain functions in a new car that you didn't even know existed. So you don't have to be, you can be as specific as you want to be or need to be or can be. But your lack of specificity does not hurt you or does not prohibit you from experiencing all that's available, as long as that's your intention to experience all that's available. But she said one woman show. What was relevant about that?
Is it because that's something that was so far off? Like before that, no one even looked at her art in that way.
Okay. What happened when people started approaching her?
I don't remember.
Anybody remember? All right.
She began to get offers. Well, the expansion was taking place because she was getting offers to have her stuff more on
All right.
market, make money, whatever.
That's okay. Good. We're going to go back to it. Because I want you to see things. When I say it all starts with you, I want you to see things. So please go back to that.
Is the answer because that's what she wanted?
Okay. Go back. Let me see. No, go the next slide. That one. So at the bottom, right, it says on the walls hung my art. Right? And in parentheses it says a one woman show, right? Everybody see that?
Yes.
Toward the end, that's her talking. Okay, now go, Vanessa, next slide. Let's see, next. Oh no, look at the bottom of that slide. What does it say? At the very first painting, what did it say?
He said he would like to give her a one-woman show in the spring.
So what is the relevance of that?
Her vision and idea was coming to fruition.
So what she said.
That's what she got. She got what she wanted.
What she said
came to life. It became real.
Somebody else also said.
Say it again.
Someone else also said.
Someone else also said. So when you say I can't do it, when someone else tells you you can't do it, you think it's them talking to you about what they think. No, they're only expressing what you think. There's an aspect of you that actually expresses that actually believes that. It doesn't have to be as big as they say it, but it is what they say. Because what do I always tell you? If you start saying something about yourself, it may take a minute, a day, or a second, but what? But what?
Somebody else will eventually say
Someone else, yeah.
Will eventually say it. Right? So he said exactly what she said. Was he there when she said it?
No.
Did he know she said it?
No.
So then why did he use those exact words?
That's what she said.
Right. So then he?
I missed your question. I was laughing.
Who is he? If he said the same thing she said, then who is he?
A reflection of what she thought?
Essentially. He is the mirror. He is a physical reflection of what she's internally thinking. The world and every physical thing in it, from your body all the way out, starting with your body. Your body is the first physical thing that is not you. It is yours, but it's not you. It is a physical reflection of you, just like he was a physical reflection of her. That's the only way he could have used those exact words she used, and he wasn't there. So he was the physical reflection of her idea. You can't have an idea without there being a physical reflection of it. Like you can't have isn't a tree a physical reflection of a seed? Isn't it? So does the seed and the tree look the same? So then the guy or the girl or whatever physical expression, they don't have to look like you, but they are the physical representation of you, meaning what you're thinking, what you're feeling to be true, what you're believing, what you're telling yourself. That's what the world is. The world is your reflection. The world is your outcome. You are the painter. The painting is your painting. Whether you like it or hate it or not, it's your painting. It didn't get there for no reason. It's not there for no reason. You're the painter. So when they say, who painted this? You. Whether you loved it or hated it, you. Whether other people loved it or hated it, you. You painted that. That's why he said one woman show. So when I talk to you guys, we move through it quickly, but when I tell you guys, when you're reading stories, slow them down. You saw me writing stuff when they were talking. You have to slow things down so you understand really what's happening, so that you don't think this is luck. It didn't just happen for no reason. He didn't say that for no reason. When I said God and the devil, I'm bringing it all the way back because these are words that most of us are used to using, but don't really understand what they look like on Tuesday. We don't really understand who God is on Tuesday, or what the devil is on Tuesday. We don't understand what an idea is on Tuesday. We don't understand what discouragement is on Tuesday. We don't understand when we're talking ourselves out of something. We think we're being realistic. We think we're being this or that. But how could that person say one man show and she said one man show? Would we have thought that would have been realistic before the story? Would anybody have ever thought somebody's going to say the same thing I'm saying?
They would have said, "Oh, it's a coincidence."
They would have called it a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point. That's why I go back to the story, because I want you to see it's not a coincidence. It's not. There's no such thing as coincidence. That is what people use, like coincidence, miracle, whatever else they use to try to explain something that they don't understand. So it's like a placeholder. I don't know what to say. I like it. It's cool. Or, wow, that is interesting. But they don't really know how things work. So then they just use these words that essentially let you know that they don't know how things work. So I want you to understand what this is on a Tuesday when you close your laptop, when you walk out of here and you're on your own. Like we talked about last week, you're on your own. You have to learn how to think. You have to learn how to talk to yourself. You have to learn how to identify your ideas and realize where that's coming from. And if it's good and very good for you, if that's something you would like to be, then it came from the place that it can get it done. The same place it came from has the same power to make it reality. It's not asking for your help, just your permission. You have to understand that. It's not asking for you to help. It's asking for your permission, for it to allow to be, for you to allow it to become. That is your free will, is the choice to be or not to be. So that's why I stopped at one man show. She said it and then he said it. But who said it first?
She did.
Huh?
She did.
She did. So then if you come to someone with an idea, whose idea matters the most? Yours or their response?
Your idea.
Is that true? Is that really what you think?
Who matters most?
Yes.
Your idea.
Is that true? Is that really is that what we all think on here?
Well, versus someone else mirroring it or saying it at some later date. Am I understanding the question?
Yeah, I'm asking you, do you really believe what you just said is my point. Do you really believe what you just said?
Oh, well, the idea come from God in me. And
No. See, this is what I mean. So when I ask you guys questions, then I put you in the police station and I'd be like,
I want to say I believe it all the time. I want to say what I say stands. But sometimes when someone comes, like you said, with more experience, we think, or they have the life, they kind of say, oh, well, in my experience, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, that is right. And so you start to conform to what that is.
right?
And if I want to be honest, I believe it now and here and on Sunday, but on Tuesday, maybe not.
That's my point. And what does it say in the book? Be not conformed to this world.
I think Amanda wanted to say something too.
No, I was agreeing. He said that's
Oh,
the devil.
okay.
He said that when the devil comes to your face, you agreeing with the devil. So who is it? Yes. God is saying yes. You over here believe in the devil. That's it. That's all he said.
That's all it is. On Tuesday, that's what you're dealing with, right? You sitting on your couch, you got this great idea. I want to start a business. Got this great idea. I want better health. I'm tired of being sick or mad or sad. You have a great idea. I want to make more money. You have a great idea. I want to get a new job. You have a great idea. I want a house. You have a great idea. You have this idea that when it first hits you, it feels good. You like it. It warms you up. You feel like, yeah. And then guess what? Then a little while longer, then it starts to settle, starts to get cool. Then after a while, it starts to get cold. right? And then if Lord help you, if you tell somebody, then it might get frozen. Then you just don't have anything. You start walking it back. Then you start rap. Well, maybe I can just, well, that's not what the idea was. But everybody tells you to be realistic. But the same people that tell you that, you have to separate who you're talking to and who you're praying to. Those are not the same thing. Who you're talking to and who you're praying to are not the same thing. You can tell your friends, your family, your spouse, your loved one, you can tell people anything. But at the end of the day, unless you're praying to them, what you get from them is limited, whether you like it or not. It's limited. There's only so much people can do for you, right? Only your awareness of being can do everything because it has all the resources and identifies who's the best physical reflection of what I'm believing myself to be. It has all, that's what it means when it says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. That's what that means. Your awareness knows everything that's going on, and it will identify the best physical reflection of circumstances or situations or people. That's why that man, she's a woman, he's a man, they don't know each other, said the same thing that she said. Let me offer you what you're asking for. Your idea is the thing that connects the desirer and the provider. So what you say goes out, and what goes out, the provider picks up on, like that. And your idea is what connects you both. But you don't have to tell that person your idea. That person will pick up on your idea based on that's what you're holding. That's what you're believing to be true. That's what according to your faith be it unto you. That's what that means. That your physical experience is going according to your faith. But do you know what your faith is?
What you believe?
What you believe.
Okay, anybody else?
Sparkle Bailey put on the chat my mindset.
Okay.
It's a decision.
Okay. Yes. What? Yeah. But what is your faith? That's true, LaToya. What is your faith?
Intuition.
Intuition. Okay. As long as you're, as long as you believe it, it is, but not if you don't believe it. So you're right. But I'm going to say it on. I'm using a Tuesday word. Your faith is what? Your faith.
What you believe.
Your faith is your fact.
We really can't see that.
It doesn't matter. It's for me, not
Okay.
you.
Okay, fine.
I just recognize when I talk. Your faith is whatever you accept as facts. Your facts are your faith. I mean, so when you say, when Sarita says to me, I want to get a new job. And I'm like, all right, Sarita, go ahead, do your thing. Well, the economy's not good. People tell me everything that she's stating to me as facts are really what?
Her faith.
Her faith. And according to her faith,
be unto me.
So you can, so Sparkle Bailey, you can desire something, but it won't matter. She said, I desire a new job in this example. And I said, Sarita, go ahead. And she said, well, then she gave me her faith. But she thinks they're facts. But they're just faith. They're just things that she believes to be true instead of what she desires to be true. So while you have a desire, it doesn't matter. You let the facts drown it. That's the flood. The things that overwhelm, that wipe out your desires, that you can no longer accept now. You've been overwhelmed. Wipe them all out. Your facts are your faith. So I'm using words that you use every day on a Tuesday so you can understand what faith is, because faith is great here. Faith is great on Sundays when people go to church. It's great. But on Tuesday, nobody's thinking about faith. They're thinking about facts. Is that facts? Is that right or wrong? When you say, hey, I want to start a business, do people come to you talking about your faith? They come to you with what?
Objections.
Facts.
2 to 5 years.
Facts. This is how it is. Reality. Be realistic. Keep it real. Face reality. Whatever else it is. Nobody comes with your faith. So we have to understand what these words mean so that when you're out on Tuesday, you understand literally how to deal with things. Facts are your faith. Whatever facts are, when you tell me you want something and I say, yeah, that's good, do your thing. And you come to me with facts, you're coming to me with your faith. You're telling me, once you start running these facts off, you're telling me all the reasons that this can't happen, that you believe in. And then you wonder why you don't get what you want, you get what you believe. You have one idea and 50 reasons that won't happen. How is one thing going to be 50? Your faith are your facts. It is whatever, or they are whatever you believe to be true. You call them facts, but they're really faith. They're willing what you're believing to be true. And if you're unwilling to believe that you can have or be or do whatever it is, whatever your idea is, how do you expect to get it? Do you think you're just going to outwork what you think? Just like Monique said, like someone said, like, be honest here. Like, this is Tuesday. We're all here together, but we got to get this right for when we close this laptop, for when you cut your phone off. This is all wonderful. We're all together. We feel great, high as the sky. We're all inspired, a little bit of motivated. We're a little bit of everything. But when you close this laptop, when you cut that phone off, when you walk away from here, whether it's in 5 minutes or when we're done in an hour and a half, what are you going to do then? That's what these calls are for. They're not for us we're all busy. We all have other things we could be doing. Nobody's on here because they're bored. We're all probably in enough groups, maybe too many. So we don't need another one. So we are here so that when you get off of here, you can go out there and get loose, get off and do your thing. So your faith are your facts. That is what you're telling yourself is true. You call them facts, but they're really your faith. These are the things that you believe are an impediment, or are impediments, are stopping you, preventing you from having your desire. But those are just things that you believe. Those are what you are. Those are truths for you. It doesn't make them the truth. It only makes them true for you. And those are different things. So you have to decide which one of these you're going to operate with. You can't operate on both. You can't turn right and turn left. This is not about being a good person or a bad person. This is about the outcome of a choice, right or left, yes or no, forward or not, idea or not. So when she said, I want a one-woman show, and she stuck with it, somebody came behind her and said, after. But what you call proof, when you want proof that it's going to work, those things come after, they don't come before. They don't physically come before, but you're looking for them physically before. They don't come before. The only proof you get before is what?
Your own thoughts, your own ideas.
Is your idea. The
yeah.
idea is the
truth.
Is the
facts.
Yeah, and is the
faith.
Is the proof. It is the truth. It is the fact. But it is the proof. I'm using the word proof because that's what you're looking for. When you say how, what are you looking for?
Guidance?
Proof.
You're looking for guidance that it could be proved, that it could be true. You're looking for proof. You're looking for proof that this idea is possible.
All of you.
That's what you're looking for. But the idea itself is the proof. You're looking for physical proof, but that would be like me looking for a house I haven't built because I don't know how I'm going to build it. How would I see the thing that I'm looking for if I don't build the thing I'm looking for? Your idea is the proof. Your idea is the proof that this thing exists, but we don't understand what proof is. We don't understand what ideas are. We don't really understand what God is. We don't really understand. Let's go back to the word we use, God. Is God physical?
He's spiritual.
Okay, so can you see it?
No.
Okay, so then can you see an idea?
No.
So they are what?
Belief.
Non-physical.
They are,
Spiritual.
okay, they are the same thing. They're the same. I know you can't see it, doesn't matter. They're the same. They're the same. They're coming from, they are the same. But these non-physical things, the idea, or as we said before, God does what? The idea and God have a thought that does what? What does the thought do?
Inspire.
Inspire.
Create.
And say, okay, inspire. Go ahead. What's the next one?
Create.
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 Because God is the
Creator.
creator. Ideas are the,
Creation.
that's why what you think matters. What you entertain matters. What you allow to go on and over in your mind, they matter. But you think they don't. You think that you can think anything you want and still get what you want. You can think you're stupid. You can think you're crazy. You can think you're never going to make it. You can think you can think all these things, quote unquote, against your desired end and still get there. That'd be like getting in the car, knowing you're going the wrong way, saying you're going the wrong way, and end up at the right place. Anybody do that? So your idea is the creator, but it's the creator of the outcome, right? But you're looking for the outcome before you're willing to accept the idea. How do you do that? Has the devil created anything?
Negative thoughts.
Has the devil created anything?
No.
Because even where does thought come from?
God.
So then, did the devil create that?
No.
No.
So then you're looking for proof and an outcome that you won't create. You won't accept the idea. You won't accept God, but God is the only creator. The idea is the only creator of the outcome that you call proof. Proof is really outcome you're looking for. But the outcome, the idea is the what? The idea is the what of the outcome. The idea is the what of the outcome.
Proof of the outcome.
Yeah, but
like the fuel.
It is think about
Source.
Okay. Kind of. What is the source? The source is what?
Creator.
Yeah.
Create. Okay. Okay. What is Genesis? What does that mean?
The beginning.
The beginning.
Is the what?
The beginning.
So if there's no beginning, there is no
end.
So if you don't accept the idea, how do you get the proof? How do you get the end? How do you get the outcome you're looking for?
You don't.
You don't.
But we accept what the devil says. He just recycles the negativity because he doesn't have an original thought. Oh my God.
Correct. It just takes what exists and perverts it. It took your idea and perverted it. You came to me saying, in theory, this is not real, but you came to me saying, hey, I want to make more money. I'm like, okay, I want to make $5 million. Okay, you now make $5 million. And then guess what? As soon as we get off the phone, guess what? Yeah. Guess what? That idea is about to hit a U-turn like it's Fast and Furious. No brakes apply. Just yank the wheel. Immediately, for most of us, until you learn how to train your mind. That's why I say I'm using these words, not because you have to use them, but I'm using them because they're familiar to most of us. And I want us to understand what's actually happening. I want us to get under the hood to understand exactly how our brain and our mind is functioning. I want you to understand what's going on to you. And to you, I mean to all of us. You see me on here every weekend or when I meet with you guys, one-on-one, whatever. You see me on here yelling, sweating, screaming. Why? Because I'm living the same life you're living. This is not some kind of service or sermon. This isn't some kind of seminar. This isn't an outfit I put on. And then on Tuesday, I'm living something different. You guys have seen me in person when I go to Atlanta or when I see some of you. You've never seen me different when you see me in person. I'm the same. So I'm living the same life that I'm yelling at you at right now. I'm living the same. I have the same opportunities to go straight or say no to. I got bills like everyone else, health like everyone else. I have all the things we all have in a human experience. So it's not that we have different things in life like that. It's how do we handle those things? We all have the same things. How do we handle them? How do you handle a bill? How do you handle bad weather? How do you handle traffic? How do you handle a cough? How do you handle this? How do you handle the physical human experience? How do you get the proof? How do you get the end? How do you get the outcome you're looking for if you're unwilling to accept the idea at the beginning? How do you do that? If your facts, right, are your faith, or your faith are your facts, and you say, I want a better job, and then everybody's like, yeah, go ahead. And then what do? As soon as you do that, boy, you hit a U-turn and you start saying the economy's bad. You start saying tariffs are high. You start saying this and that. What are you doing? You don't even, I'm gonna say it this way, you don't even need a devil. You got you. You have your own thoughts that you're willing to entertain. That is what people call the devil. It is the opposite of your desire. It is
self-sabotage.
Yes. And the key word is what?
Self.
Self. Who did it to you?
You.
And yet we look outside for everything. We blame everybody for everything, blame everything outside of us, and instead of us, we blame. Because we don't know how to take proper responsibility for our own thought life. We plant the seed and we forgot. We just dropped the seed in the ground, covered it up, and walked away. Then it rained and the tree came up, but it took maybe a week or 2 weeks, and we're like, I didn't do that. How did I get that? That wasn't what I wanted. But that is your seed, right? Yeah. That is your land, right? That is your life, right? Well, how else did it get there? That's why it's called your life. Because only your thoughts are the things that create the physical reality of it, the physical expression of it. Now, how do you know that? One woman show. What she said, he said. He represents what?
Her seed. Her thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, but he represents what?
Her thoughts,
I am.
Her
her
creation.
creation,
God.
her faith,
Okay. He represents what?
Her actions.
Okay. What action?
One woman doing it alone. Her plant.
Okay. He represents the physical world, the physical reality that agrees with whatever you tell yourself to be true. That's why it's according to your faith, what?
Be it unto you.
Not unto him, not unto them, not unto they, not unto it, not unto the weather, not unto tariffs, not unto the economy, not unto your friends, unto
You.
you. So that means he had to say what?
Exactly what she said.
Exactly what she said. He represents physical reality, what you call physical reality. He is a mirror to her consciousness. He is the physical expression of what she thought, what she's thinking. That's why he had to say it. He doesn't have his own free will like that. That's a whole nother thing that people don't understand, but that's why he had to say it. He was there to prove her right, like the mirror proves you right. The mirror doesn't choose your outfit, but whatever you put on, it reflects exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't he reflect exactly what she said? So he and the mirror are one. They're the same. What you call the physical world, physical reality, is your mirror. We all are living at the same time, but we all have our own mirrors, called our own life, our own lives. It is going according to what you think your life is going to. You could be standing right next to someone and have a completely different experience, because your experience is filtered through your identity. And your identity essentially is your collection of thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about yourself, and therefore everything outside of you, the world. And the world is there to reflect what you're thinking about yourself, what you're believing to be true, your so-called faith or facts. That's why he said what she said. That's why I stopped it and showed you. I want you to see it's not luck. What we're talking about here is not luck. It's not some kind of magic. It's not positive thinking like incense in the corner and then we're trying to, it's not weird. It's straightforward if you understand it. That whatever you tell yourself is true is true. You tell yourself enough something and it's going to be proven to be true because of who you are. You are made in the image and likeness. What does it say in the book? That you're made in the image and likeness of what?
God.
Okay. When we backtracked it, what is the word we came to when we backtracked?
Creation.
No. What is the word?
I am.
Huh?
I am.
Okay. What else is the word? Back it up. Keep going. What's
Beginning.
the word of the beginning? What's the beginning? What do we say? Huh?
Genesis.
No. Yeah.
Genesis.
Us.
What was that?
Oh, what?
I know you probably can't see it. The idea.
Hear it. Oh, idea.
So you are made in the image and likeness of
Us.
Your
Your
thoughts?
idea. Your idea.
yes, your idea. Your physical reality is made in the image and likeness of the ideas that you're entertaining most often. Out of 8 billion people on the planet, who do you call your friends? What makes them a friend versus someone else?
Mm.
What is it?
Proximity.
Relationship, an established relationship.
An established relationship. Well, what do you think your idea and your physical reality have?
Mm.
An established relationship.
Established relationship. It's not all the 8 billion people that you call friends, right? It's the ones that you have an established relationship. It's not all the, what they say, 60 to 70,000 thoughts that you have a day. It's the ones out of those that you have an established relationship with. The ones that you see the most, say the most, believe the most, keep repeating the most, entertain the most, ruminate the most over, just sit there and meditate on how broke you are, how sick you are, when you could be meditating on how rich you are, how successful you are, how good your business is, how you never lose, how you always get what you want. You can meditate on that too.
Mm.
But guess what? Especially when our kids are young, one of the things we watch out for most is who they hang out with. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Because we know what's going to happen based on who they're hanging out with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I talk to you, and especially as one-on-one, I'm looking at your friend group. I'm looking at your thought group. And it's not gonna, and I'm gonna make the same decision that you would make. Yeah, he's gotta go. Yeah, but, and then what do? When you tell them their friends gotta go, what do?
Wow.
They object.
Pitch a fit.
Yeah.
Make
Oh, wait.
excuses.
And then they pitch a fit. But how do they articulate it? What do they try to give you?
Excuses.
No, they don't call them that. What do they call them?
Reasons.
Facts. But they think they're facts, but they try to give you reasons. So what do? They are extending their faith on behalf of someone else or something else. So when I talk to you guys, and you say, "Oh, I want this," and I say, "Okay, cool," and then what do? You start arguing for your faith, for your facts, for your reasons, for all the things that you don't, that it can't happen. You start arguing for that, just like your kids argue for their friends, and you know that person's not going to work for them. You know that person steals cars every weekend. You know that person's at school fighting every day. But that's the person they want to hang out with. And then they're mad at you for saying you can't do that. So when you come to me and say, I want to be this, and I'm like, yeah, but you can't think like that, then everybody's in their feelings. Then you want to go back and hang out with people who will let you do it. So then you want to go back during the week and hang out with people that let you think any way you want to think and tell you that it's hard out here. Yeah, the economy is not like it used to be. Yeah, these old jobs, they ain't nothing. Yeah, your boss don't understand you. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. They'll let you, they'll give you anything you want to let you hang out with it, to let you stay with that friend that's not going to get you nothing but trouble, heartache, jail time, illness, at odds with your parents. But here you can't do that. I'm going to tell you the same thing you tell your kids. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Yeah, him too. Yeah, no, the one around the corner. Yeah, you. Yeah, you got to go. I see you can't hide. I see you too. I'm looking at your thought life. That is what I am. Your awareness is looking at your thought life. When I'm looking at your thought life, I'm looking at it from what you tell me. But your awareness, what does it say? It says, in the book, it says, God examines what?
Your heart.
Your heart. Where's your heart? Inside or outside?
Inside.
So it don't care nothing about these fancy words you're using, trying to tell everybody, praise the Lord, hallelujah, God is good every day, all the time. Really? Then how come you don't listen when the idea comes? How could God be good and the idea be bad?
Ouch.
Which one is it? Right? Like I said, none of these words you have to use, but I'm using words that we all use so that we understand really what we're saying when we say this on Tuesday, when none of us are here to support each other, none of us are here to pat you on the back, and I'm gonna pray with you, and I'm gonna be accountable and everything like that. You're looking for your accountability partner, they're in the shower. They had a doctor's appointment. What you gonna do then? What are you gonna do then? You got your ideas dying. It's on life support. What you gonna do then when you can't find your accountability partner? What are you gonna do? Did you have an accountability partner when you were born? When did we start picking up all this stuff? There's nothing wrong with it. There's wisdom in the multitude of counsel. It's wonderful to have good friends. And friends are so important because friends can't be replaced by something else. They can't be replaced by siblings. They can't be replaced by brothers. Everything is the most important thing in its own lane because it's designed to do what it does, that only. But if you have to go through your life with an accountability partner, if you can't, what happens when something happens? What happens if you can't reach them? What happens if their phone dies? What happens? Right? So I'm saying to you that when a one woman show, what you say, the world will eventually mirror back to you. What you keep telling yourself is going to be mirrored back to you in physical reality. Because God is the creator of reality. Ideas are the creator of reality. God and I are one. Right? Isn't that what it says? Well, your idea and your experience are
one.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of people on here and it's quiet. Your idea and your experiences are what?
One.
One.
No.
Right. So remember that on Tuesday? When you're entertaining these bad
Thoughts.
Thoughts.
No, use the same word. Bad
Ideas?
ideas. Yes, let's say facts. What you keep telling yourself are facts. Why? Because they are your faith. They're what you're believing in. You're believing you want a job, but you don't believe you can get one for whatever reason. I got a record. Nobody will hire me. They're not hiring. It's the economy. Those are your facts. Those are your faith. And according to your faith facts, your facts of faith, be it unto you. Unemployment, underemployment, whatever, however you want to call it, however it's going to work best for you. Tuesday is the most important day, meaning it's just an innocuous day I'm using in the middle of the week where there's nowhere one around to help. There's no accountability partners. There's not all this other stuff that we are out here pumping ourselves up with. At some point, you have to be able to stand on your own. It doesn't mean without friends. I don't mean that. Or without a mentor or without groups. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is your desire is what? Your desire is what?
Mine.
Yours. Is it anybody else's?
No.
So then what are they supposed to say? What are they supposed to think? Why should they, I'm just saying it this way, why should they go along with it? Why should they think what you think? Why they just have to do that? They just have to say, oh, you know what, Leslie, I think that's a great idea. Sarita, I did see you. That's a great idea. Do people have to, they just, as soon as you bring them in, they're just like, oh, yeah, no. This is your idea. It came to you. How are they going to have the same level of understanding of it? All the ways I understand what I'm explaining, the ways that I came to understand them, I wouldn't tell you guys half of them. You wouldn't understand because it's my way of understanding something. So I throw this information out to you and then you all, like a buffet, take what you can get from it. But I'm trying to put it out in plain English as best as possible so that on Tuesday, when you're on your own, when you're out there in the world and you're living your life with your kids or work or your business or your health or your money or just day-to-day life that you're living and the desires that come up in day-to-day life to start living, how to handle it. So that you realize that, hey, if this idea came to me, the idea is good and the outcome's even better. There's no way I can have an idea that I can't produce. That's not possible. Everything you see in this world physically, what was it before it was physical?
A thought.
It was a what?
An idea.
An idea. That is a thought, but I'm using the same word so we understand it. It's an idea. It's an idea. Everything. So then if you have an idea, why is yours less than someone else's? Everyone that has something you want, it was an idea first. It wasn't like they were using something else. Nobody's getting water from Mars and oxygen from Venus. Everybody's using the same thing on the planet, also including an idea. So if an idea made Amazon, why can't an idea make your business? Did anybody remember when Amazon first came out? Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
And what did they say about it?
Don't trust it.
What's going to happen?
And now how's that working out?
$1 billion business.
Correct. So then what's wrong with your idea then? What? Amy got quiet.
Nothing.
What? No, it don't.
It's
No,
a $1 billion business.
Is it? Is it on
I
Tuesday?
know that's right.
On Tuesday at 11:19 a.m. When no one's around, when no one's there to pump you up, when you haven't stretched, when you haven't hydrated, when your check hasn't come in, what is it then?
$1 billion business.
If that's what you say it is. If you're not double-minded, if one day it is and the next day it's not, if that's not what you're operating on, yes, it is. It is what you say it is. But the problem is we can't get what we said it was because now we're saying something else. We keep making U-turns. We're out here like an Oakland sideshow, just out there just spinning in the middle of the street, tearing tires up, burning gas up, hitting people. And you got the stupid standing there 5 feet from the donut, and then got the nerve to be crying when they get clipped. Stupid is undefeated. This is ridiculous. It's undefeated. I'm telling you, it is the heavyweight champ of the world. Right? It is. If it's a $1 billion business, that's what it is. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, AM, PM, tariffs, Democrats, Republicans, men, women, weather, doesn't matter what it is. It is what you say it is. You have to stop changing what you say because of what you see, because you'll never see what you're saying otherwise. You keep changing what you say because of what you see, but what you see is just a physical reflection of what you said. What you're looking at in the present is really the past. It finally came. When you look at a tree, you're looking at the past, meaning you're looking at the seed that now is. But the tree that's present is a reflection of the past of when the seed was first dropped. So if you want to see something different, you have to plant a new seed and carry it through, just like the tree you're looking at now to get a new tree. I'm sorry, Sarita.
Okay, so originally my question was, how can you override what you already thought? But I was already thinking like, okay, you can override those thoughts by acknowledging them, one, and then reframing those thoughts, like cognitive reframing, like saying that whatever I was thinking before, that's a lie. That was stupid. Um, that is not what I want. So I'm not going to continue to think that way. So that's why I put my hand down, because I was like, oh yeah, you got it's here. It's here. But the thought was originally, how do you override the things that you've already thought so that it doesn't show up tomorrow or today because you previously thought it.
So if we all go shopping and we buy something that we don't like and that doesn't fit or it's not what we thought it was, what do we do?
Take it back.
Take it back.
Return it.
Or throw it away. Depends on what it is.
Give it away.
Right? Sometimes it's not worth the gas, right?
It's not even worth the gas.
I'm not about to drive $5 worth of gas.
No.
Just anybody want it? No.
Right.
So either return it or throw it away. Why do you think you can do that though? Why can you return it or throw it away?
Because I purchased it.
Because so it is.
Mine.
Replaceable.
So then if it is yours, who can tell you what to do with it?
Nobody.
So then why do you keep holding something that you don't like or don't want?
Mm,
Who's doing that?
that is I.
You're like the dumbest criminal in the world. You're holding yourself hostage. You're literally holding your own self hostage and calling yourself a hostage. We're doing this stuff to ourselves.
True.
We realize it. We blame it on other things. We blame it on the weather, economy. Your business is bad because your thought about your business is bad. It doesn't mean that's your intention, but that is the outcome. I was taking my daughter to school yesterday, and we were driving this way. A young lady, probably around the same age as my daughter, looked like 14, 15, somewhere. We were going this way. She flew out of this street, came this way on a scooter, on an electric scooter, no helmet, nothing. Just, I mean, literally bent the corner like she was on a police chase and was coming right at our car and weaved out the way. I turned around and I said, honey, I don't really use this word that much, but that's what stupid looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. She's about to get clipped and she's going the wrong way. It'll be absolutely her fault. But she's literally, if she gets hit, she's not going to beat this car. So she's going to get hit. Then she's going to be hurt, all because she was doing something stupid. Now, the reason I said it to her, I said, but people say, well, why do good things happen to bad? Why do bad things happen to good people? I don't know that girl. She may be a straight A student. She may be a nice person. But that right there was stupid. That right there is going to cost you. And you're a good person. But you made a bad decision. You're not think only you would only physically do that if you were thinking that. Your body doesn't do anything without a thought. That's why dead people don't move. So what were you thinking to make that move? Or how were you not thinking properly to do that? So then you have a candlelight vigil, everybody standing there right with the candles on the middle of the street, on the middle of the curb, standing out there, blocking traffic, posters, and everything else about this person who's flying down the street the wrong way against oncoming traffic on a scooter with no helmet, rolling in the street with cars. Could be, I don't know her. Like I said, she could be a straight A student. She could be Girl Scout of the Year. I don't know. But that was still a stupid thing. That was a bad move. So you can be a good person, but if you're not thinking properly, you can still live a bad life. We have to understand that the laws of mind are not personal. They don't care who you are. If you don't pay the electric bill, you can't turn the light on, sinner or saint. If you're not thinking properly, it's not going to jump off for you. Sinner or saint. It's not going to happen. So that story we were talking about, you saw, for some of you that weren't here, but you saw how she got in the end. They said, well, let me introduce you to the right people. Didn't they say that twice?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, who are the right people?
The ones that confirm what she's already said.
That's the right people. Did she know those people?
Nope.
No.
So then how did she find them? How did they find her? How did that happen? You guys should know the answer. Don't they tell you it's not what you know, it's who you know? Don't they tell you that?
Well, how'd they find her? She stayed within. She
She
stayed with
closed
her
her
idea.
eyes.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Who you know? I am the creator. I am.
So my point is, did she know them?
No.
No.
Did they know her?
No.
No.
So then why are all these people in the story? What do they represent?
I am.
Right.
God.
Meaning what?
The
What do they represent?
Creation.
Yeah, okay. What do they represent?
Her
Confirmation.
expression.
Okay.
Her ideas, her thoughts.
They are the physical things necessary to bring her idea into what people call manifest. They are all the components necessary to show her she's correct. Okay, I need this person because they have an art gallery. I need this person because they need something painted in a room. I need this person because they like her. They're gonna like her. They're a natural fit for it. You're like a casting director. You have a movie. You need to get the right actors and actresses in it in order for this to jump off, right?
Right.
You need a producer, a director. You need all the physical. Everybody at the movie set is a reflection of the person who has the idea for this movie, right?
They're the reflection. Okay, yes.
Right?
Yep.
Right.
So then everybody that's that's on the movie set is there for who?
For
Me.
her. She called them.
Who is she? Who does she represent?
I am.
I am the idea, the creator. You want to call it God, you can call it whatever you want. But everybody on that movie set is there because of the creator of that film. Would anybody be there before that film was going to be created, before the idea came? Would anybody be there?
No.
So then everybody's only there because of what?
Her. I
Her
am.
what?
I
The
am.
creator. The
Creator.
creator.
The creator.
God.
And the creator.
Whatever you want to
What?
call it.
Ideas. The ideas.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning. The ideas, God, the ideas, your thoughts. That is that everybody's on the movie set. Everybody that's on your movie set, aka in your life, is there because of what?
You. That's
Your idea.
Your ideas. So they are your ideas. Your idea of a spouse, your idea of a business, your idea of broke, your idea of rich, your idea of loved, your idea of hated, your idea of hated on, your idea of jealousy, your idea of envy. They are all the actors in your play. They're only there because of you. Quiet. You got quiet.
So true.
Yeah, you got quiet.
That's that statement. If you say you can, you can. If you say you can't, you can't. Whatever you say, whatever you're thinking, it is.
If you're the owner of, do people get to come on there and do what they want?
No.
So what do you makes you think? What makes you think people are doing whatever they want in your life? What makes you think that's actually true? It's not. It's not. It'll take a second to get into it, but it's actually not. They are all actors and actors. Just literally, your life is a movie. You are the owner of that movie. This is your idea. You're the owner. You're Spike Lee, and you're making Malcolm X. Do you think
there is a truth about life?
That Spike? Hello? Hello. Very simple question. You're making Malcolm X. Do you think anybody's on that set that Spike Lee doesn't want on there?
No.
No.
There's just actresses running in front of the camera and they don't know who that is?
Nah.
Do you think people just get to go on there and do their own lines?
Nope.
No.
Like, you know what? I don't really want to say that. I'm thinking it should be, you know what? I don't really want to wear that. I think I'm going to bring my own. Do you think that happens?
Nope.
No.
So what makes you think it's actually happening in your life?
It's not. We're allowing people to do what they're doing.
Okay. Do we really know that? This is wonderful here. This is great, but it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Is that what we're saying? Oh, God, I can't afford it. It's Tuesday. Sounds good. See, you would never say that here in front of all these nice people. But on Tuesday, boy, you'll sit up there and tell all kind of stuff. What? Who told you that? Who told you you couldn't? What line? Who wrote that line? Who's reading it? Well, why would you say that? You're kidnapping your own self and mad at the gun. Holding your own self hostage. I don't know why I can't get out the house. You are Spike Lee. You are running this whole production. That's why it's called Your Life. This movie set is your life, is the life, the physical life you're living. And all of the actors, all of the people, right? What do we say? People, right? Comes from the word what?
People?
Comes from the word what?
Persona.
Persona.
Ooh.
Which
Come on,
people,
Spanish.
then people call person. And those all mean what?
Mask.
Women.
Or
Ego.
no.
Mask.
Character.
Oh, character. Okay.
That is a movie
Character.
character, person, persona. They're playing a
Character.
Character.
yes, and characters play a
Role.
Right.
role.
A role.
Role. What do you
You need to
think?
get
What do
better
you,
markers.
what do you think your mother is?
A role.
A role that who is directing?
I am.
That's why it's called your or
Mother.
My mother.
It is my possession. How could it be my possession if she's older than me? Because God is not a body. Ideas are not a body. Consciousness is directing everything according to what is believing it to be. So my mother is a physical expression of what I think a mother should be. That's why it's called my. How else could it be? How else could I own my mother? How else could that be? It's my father, my husband, my wife, my children. They are all physical expressions of my concept of first, myself. Based on who I am, I have a concept of this thing. So I am my self-concept, whoever I think I am, because of whatever that is, I now have a concept of what I think this thing should be. I've assigned it a role or a task to play in my movie called life. And if you are directing a movie and somebody's reading a line you don't like, or you're like, man, I wrote that, but it didn't really sound good. What do you think that movie producer or director or writer is going to do?
Rewrite the story.
Change it.
Rewrite. Change the script.
But that's so funny. I love it because you guys, I just love it. It's wonderful. You all just sentence yourself to jail forever. How come none of you said complain about it?
It ain't worth it.
Well, if you don't change it, what else should you do? I don't like it. If I don't change it, that's all you can. Why do you think people complain? You got something you don't like. But then humanity has convinced you that you should just get over it. You should just get through it. You should
grateful.
Just put up with it. Yeah, be grateful. Be grateful for what you do have. Why should I be what? Why should I be grateful for what I do have and I can just change it to what I like?
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't change this thing, then why can't I change this, but I can change that? But why can't I change that, but why should I be grateful? If I don't like something, why should I be able to change one thing, but not change something else?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I mean when I say people don't really, I'm using the words that people say because I want people to understand that they don't really know what they're saying when they say it.
Right.
If you're God, what can God change or not change? Can't God change everything?
Everything.
Okay, if we said God is idea, right? We're saying, okay, God is consciousness. Consciousness produces ideas, right? Consciousness is the beginning. The idea is the beginning of anything that we see. Everything that you have on, everything that you're sitting on, talking on, looking at, looking around was first what?
Idea.
An idea.
Ideas come from thoughts. Thoughts come from consciousness. Consciousness is what people call God. Same thing. I'm just using words that we understand. So I'm so happy that you're right. So then, if ideas can make anything and ideas make everything, if the idea you chose is leading to an end you don't like, what should you do?
Change it.
Change it.
So then why are we not doing that?
We forget who we are.
Exactly. That's exactly correct.
Mm-hmm.
We forget who we are. So then we start doing palliative measures, coping mechanisms. You ever say, you got to learn how to cope, or we're just coping. Look at how many people cope. People cope in all kinds of ways. You're changing, you're coping. How do you live with high blood pressure? How do you manage high blood pressure? How do you manage it? Is there a way to do that? How can you manage it, but you can't get rid of it? That's like, you can't tell them what to do. How do you do that? Hey, clean those shelves. Nah, I'm good. Off the floor. You know what? I got some J's on today. I can't read, but I would like to, but I can't. Well, who are you managing then? If you can't tell them what to do? How do you manage high blood pressure and it's there whether you like it or not? What do you manage? What? Why is it quiet? It's really quiet. Really quiet. We're managing stuff we shouldn't even have. And if we somehow have the wrong idea, change it. Why are we spending all the time trying to cope with things, manage things, put up with things, get through things, get over it? Oh, just don't pay no attention to it. Oh, just wait, what? Well, no. I'm going to change that. I don't want it. I don't want to see it, hear it, smell it. I don't like it. I don't want to think about it. I'm going to change it. I want a new end. If you can't do that, who can? What?
Body.
Disease isn't hereditary. It's the habits that's hereditary. The habits that they adapted to get the disease.
Well, correct. But if you listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton, they talk about epigenetics, right? And they're talking about epi being on top, right? Above your genetics. What is the epi that is above your genetics? What did he say that was?
I forget.
Your thoughts.
Your thoughts?
Your thoughts. They said they took a big cell like this and they split it in parts and they put it in different things, different environments. And the same one cell that they put in all these 4 different environments ended up producing 4 different things. Same cell produced 4 different outcomes based on the environment that it was in. One cell, 4 different things. How could that be if it's only one cell? That's epigenetics. It's saying that the conditioning of your environment, whatever's going on in your mind, is producing the physical things that are going on in your what you call physical world. It's only one consciousness. It's only one cell in that example. It's only one cell. It's only one consciousness that's producing everything: your body, your money, your relationships, your business, your health, everything. It's only one cell. It's only one consciousness producing all these things. But you have a different environment of money than you do of relationships, than you do of health, than you do of, so depending on whatever that is, it's going to produce that, and that. So it makes you think it's 4 different things. It makes you think it's 4 different gods. It makes you think it's 4 different cells, but it's not. It's only one. There's only one consciousness doing all that. There's only one consciousness controlling 8 billion people. There's only one. But what we call free will is the physical, all of us on here physically with a name, we gave ourselves free will to choose how we use the consciousness to our betterment or to our destruction.
So you would call that frequencies? Yes or no?
When I say, what do you mean? Say it again.
Like we would tune into certain signals or frequencies.
Yes. So certain signals or frequencies are better word for that. So that because you're right, but a better word for that are realities.
Okay.
Why is that important? Because when you are broke and then you have a desire to be rich, you are living in one reality, but your desire is to alert you that there is another reality. And all you have to do is leave this one and go to the next one by changing your thought. And a different thought is a different signal or a different frequency. Yes.
So basically just saying I am that. That's who I am.
Correct.
That belief. Okay.
Watch this. Because isn't that what you say when you're in the car and you're listening to a radio station and you don't like the song? What are you saying in that moment?
I need to change it. Change the channel. Change the.
No.
I don't like this.
I don't.
What are you saying? When you are listening to a radio station and you don't like that song, that you don't like that signal, that station, your dislike for that is called what?
Desire.
Is called I am
not.
Okay. Not. So then when you change it to what you like, what are you now?
I am.
I am whatever that is. I am and that station are
one.
I am not means I am and that station are
not one.
I don't want to plug up to that. I am not that. I am is both, right? I am and I am
not.
not. You have to
choose.
Wow.
When you're on a signal or a frequency, when you have an idea that you don't like, you're saying, I am not. So then the reason you have an I am not is to trigger your I am to be.
Mm-hmm.
So then what does I am not make you want to be? I don't like this song. I don't like this station. Don't you keep turning it until you find the song or station you like?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody cry? Is anybody complaining? Is God saying, do people say, but the Lord will never let this song go longer than I can handle?
Wow.
Think about it. Like when you start putting it in a different context, it sounds crazy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds crazy to be like, just be grateful for this song. I don't like the song.
Wow.
Right? You got, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Too Short, right? Especially when he first came out. Just imagine you're on the radio, right? And you have your two kids in the back who are 7 and 10 years old, and Too Short. Are you that song on?
Nah.
But the Lord, but you know what? The Lord knows what I need, and the Lord let Too Short say too many curse words. The Lord is going to help my kids go deaf for 3 more months. Right? Like it sounds insane. But isn't that what we say? Never let this high blood pressure get the best of me. What? You don't even want to hear a song that long. You're going to manage high blood pressure. Look at what we tell ourselves. We manage, but so many people, quote unquote, manage high blood pressure. It doesn't sound as insane or stupid as trying to manage this song for 3 minutes, but you can manage high blood pressure for years. Wow. It's not that both of them are as stupid, but when things start becoming common, when people start thinking they're common, it automatically starts leading them to believe they are what?
True reality
or correct. People will start talking to you. No, but my doctor said that I can just manage it with these pills.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
But there are people close to me who are the most. They might as well. They should. I don't know if you can rent a room at a hospital, but they probably should.
Mm-hmm.
If that maybe what people could really get. If Airbnb is smart, they start renting rooms in hospitals. They'd never go out of business. If I was a head of Airbnb, I'd be like, are there some rooms I can rent out in this piece? Yeah, and I can try now. I'll get some monitors. Oh yeah, I'll charge extra upgrade for the monitors. We'll monitor your heart rate, blood pressure. We'll monitor your glucose, your A1C, and we just gonna keep upcharging you. You have a room that's $200. By the time I get done with you, it'll be $2,000. I will upsell you on every disease. Disease is physical, caused by dis-ease psychologically. All dis-ease comes from psychological dis-ease. Dis-ease is always before disease. Every time. There is no way. No dead people are sick. Only people are sick. So that means it takes consciousness to be alive, which means it's got to take consciousness for you to have a dis-ease, which means you need dis-ease before disease. So until you change what you think or how you think, you cannot change the disease, this physical reflection of it. You cannot change the effect before you change the cause, because the cause created the effect. This is not positive thinking. This is just the skill and the art of it. It's not a positive idea. It's an idea. It's not so positive it can make you do it. It's not so positive it can make you think it. You have to choose. But positive thinking is really just learning how to think what you want.
Yeah.
Like a positive farmer. If you want an apple tree, plant an apple seed. Positive farming. It's positive thinking. If I want this physical experience, let me create, or let me entertain the idea. Let me explain something to you. And then I'll stop it just so people can ask questions or anything like that. Let me show you something. Okay, watch this. let's just put it in words that we understand. If we were to use the word God, let's put it in just words we understand. We understand idea, but I want to use the words that we all use because I want us to understand how to use the word we're using because we haven't really been taught how to use the word. So we don't understand why we don't understand. We mean well, but we don't. Okay. Give me some attributes that you would ascribe to God. Like if you were to say God, the one we all heard of, think about,
Love.
believe it or not, but just what are
Love.
love? Okay.
Perfection. Perfect.
Perfection. Okay. Perfect. All right.
Creator.
Creator. Okay.
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent. All knowing. I'm sorry. All powerful.
All knowing.
Omniscient. All knowing.
Grace.
Grace.
Merciful.
Merciful.
Healer.
Healer. Okay. That's good enough for right now. Let's just say. All right. Now, what does the book say about God and humanity? What does it say?
He created it.
He's a creator.
In what?
Heaven and earth. All things.
What is the relationship?
He's the Father.
Father.
I and my Father are one.
So then you and your Father are one. So God and humanity are
one.
The same.
One. Say it again.
The
same. So does God have a body?
No.
So when it's talking about humanity, it's talking about God in the body. Consciousness in physical form. That's what all of you are. All of us are. Consciousness in physical form. You are you in a car. You are not the car, but you're in the car. And while you're in the car, you are
human.
You are
driving.
You are
driving.
You are
the car.
One with
when I'm in the car, I'm still I am. I'm one
You're
with the
one.
car. Right.
You are one.
Right.
When you get into an accident, you didn't hit the person, your car did. But don't they say you did it?
Yeah.
They don't separate you from the car, do they?
Nope.
Okay, so that means because you are
One.
So psychologically, we understand. Yes, they know you really didn't hit them with your fist, but they're saying you're responsible for this thing because you are one. The car is not responsible. Humanity is not responsible. Humanity is being driven just like a car is by consciousness, by a driver. So then, God and humanity, that is how God and humanity are the same. Because humanity is God in a body. It is consciousness in physical form. Just like you are in a car, you're one. Okay, so God is love, perfection, all these things, right? So then what does that mean?
So am I.
I'm sorry?
So am I.
What?
I got your back. So am I. I got your back.
So that means that you're one. So that means humanity is then what? That means you are.
Yeah.
What?
I am all things. Yeah.
You're everything over here on this left. Look how fast it is. When I say God, you say all these fast. When I say you, look what happens. All of a sudden now you don't speak English. All of a sudden now you don't understand what I mean. All of a sudden now it just gets crazy. What do you mean? I know you all can't see this that well, but humanity, you, all of us are the same thing that we just described. But in humanity, God is all these things. In humanity, right? Humanity doesn't create anything. But humanity and God are one. So then how are we? Well, because what we do here is we identify ourselves as this. We align ourselves with this. We say, this is, if God is, I am. Whatever God is, I am. Whatever God is not, I am not. So is God sick?
No.
So then why do you think it feels so bad when you identify yourself as that?
It's not in alignment. That's not true.
So then what is it?
A lie.
A lie. It doesn't mean malicious, but it still is.
A lot.
And how do you think a lie is supposed to feel?
Mm.
Like the flu, maybe pneumonia, maybe cancer, maybe diabetes, maybe high blood pressure. What do you think a lie is supposed to feel like?
Insecurity.
Right?
Bro.
That's what a lie is supposed to, that's what it feels like. Because if you would not say that's true about God, why would you say that's true about you and you are the same? You're the same. Everything that you would say is true of God is true of you.
Mm.
I didn't say it. I didn't write the book. I didn't say it. That's what it says. You are made in the image and likeness, correct?
Yes.
Was anything else made in the image and likeness beside you?
No.
No.
Didn't say the birds, didn't say the trees, didn't say the wind. Yes, that same consciousness created them all, but not like itself. So then itself said, let there be light, right? When it was what?
Dark.
So that means consciousness has the ability to do what?
Be light and dark.
Which is a reflection of the ability to do what?
Create.
Create. What else?
Be perfect. Be all knowing.
Change. Change. Choose. Change. Why can't you choose to change?
Whew.
That's the only way you'll change is if you choose. Who else, when it was dark, who else was going to say, let there be light? Who else was around?
No one.
So then if you don't say, let there be light, who's going to do it?
No one.
No one.
Your cousin, you can get a job down there. Who can hook you up down there? They gonna let there be light for you. Your cousin at the car dealership, they can get you on that one. Who's gonna say, let there be light?
I am.
Are you on Tuesday?
Yes.
No, we're talking about Tuesday here. We're not doing this Hallelujah conference today. No. You ain't getting away that easy. No, this is all good while we're here. This is wonderful. This is beautiful. Oh, the Lord is so sexy and this is just so wonderful. No, we're talking about Tuesday. Are you going to say, let there be light on Tuesday? At 10:18 a.m. when your accountability partner is taking a nap? When it's raining and cold outside? When your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, somebody just made you real mad before you left? You gonna say it then? Are you still one with God then? Are you still love then? Are you still perfection? Are you still the creator? Are you still all powerful and all knowing? Grace and mercy, you don't apply that to yourselves. You won't forgive your own selves for past transgressions. You keep them holding on like Erica Badu with the bag lady. Healer, for real? Really? What do you mean, like right now? Are you guys saying this? Are you guys saying this? Is this like, am I being punked? Is this some? Are you saying this on Tuesday or just right here, right now?
Just right here.
Tell the truth. Come on, let's tell the truth. Come on. We do a couple together. Let's just tell. Whatever. Listen carefully. Write it down. Memorize it. Put it on your parent app. Do whatever you need to do. Whatever is true of God is true of you. Whatever you would say about God, you should say about you. If you wouldn't say it about God, don't say it about you. If it's not true of God, it's not true of you. Period. Now, you have to get over it. And you have to understand that that is the truth. So memorize it, write it down, say it to yourself constantly. If I wouldn't say God is stupid, then I'm not. If I wouldn't say God is broke, then I'm not. I may have believed that, but hell, we all believe stupid, wrong things. When we're young, we put 2 + 2 is 5 when we didn't know any better. We were just like, is it 5? Is it 8? What? Hey, what did you say? Keep your eyes on your own paper. All right. Right? We all have been there in our mind, right? Where we're immature in our mind. We're not thinking all the way. We're still getting there. That's okay. But literally, if you can just apply that, it'll change. You won't believe lies. You won't tolerate lies. There's a difference between judgment and intolerance. There's a difference. Bundle and save at Bob's. In the book, judge wasn't there judging people, but Jesus was intolerant.
Hmm.
You have to have that faculty in your mind. Judging, okay, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that I understand why you did this and that and the other. Okay, I don't have to judge, but I don't have to tolerate it either. Because though why I understand why you did what you did, it's wrong. We can all agree or disagree, whatever. More importantly, most importantly, the only important thing is intolerance, meaning I am not going to accept that idea, because if I accept that idea, I also have to accept the outcome.
That's right.
That's not judgment. That is understanding the actual outcome. So I can't tolerate the idea because I can't tolerate the outcome. You can't tolerate your children hanging out with that person because you know what the outcome is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're not judging the kid. You don't care. It's not even your kid. But you're saying, I'm objectively looking at this thing, and this is not going to work out. I'm objectively looking at this idea. My pressure's bad today. This leg ain't gonna ever work right. Okay. So if I say something to you, is judging or is it intolerance? Listen, no. You have to stop that now. What do you mean your leg's never gonna work right? That's what you want? That's an idea. That's a seed. That's the beginning of an end. Do you want that end? Can you imagine Jesus coming down here saying my leg don't work right? You'd be like, hey, man, it was nice to meet you. Hey, no, I'm giving out salvation. You need to start with yourself. Go on. You know what? You can take my portion. You wouldn't listen. You wouldn't listen. But you will sit there and tell yourself how sick you are, how broke you are, how this won't work, when you could be telling yourself the opposite. How wonderful you are, how healthy you are, how rich you are, how easy your business is, how customers, you can't keep customers off your site, how your stuff almost crashes all the time. Almost. It doesn't, but it almost does. You can see the smoke coming out the computer because all of your clients buying stuff from you. Your products falling off the shelf. You're booked all the time. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but instead you're telling yourself the opposite. You can be telling yourself all these things. These are not things for you to do physically. These are things for you to allow, to accept, to expect, and to identify with and as. That's all you have to do. It's just identify yourself as these things. God is perfect. I'm perfect. That's not something I have to do. It's just something I'm going to align myself with the awareness of being. I just plug into it. Doesn't your TV work when you plug it into the electricity? What?
Yep.
So then electricity is perfect. Electricity is perfect, and the TV uses it perfectly. So the TV works what?
Perfectly.
See how easy that is? The TV's not sitting around trying to figure out electricity. It's not trying to figure out how to make it work. It just goes to where it already works. What does it say? Be ye perfect as what? What does it say in the book? Be ye perfect.
As my Father in heaven is perfect.
There you go. Well, where does it say heaven is?
Within.
Within. So where is perfection?
Within.
So how can you have a cold within you and say you're sick, but you have perfection in you, but perfection doesn't exist?
Mm-mm.
Which one is it? Can't have both. Which one is it? Perfect. It just means humanity thinks you have to do something all the time because that's all humanity can do. Humanity is not creative. It is created.
Mm-hmm.
It's not creative. It's created. The car is not creative. It's created. So it goes wherever you take it. So that's all the car can offer you. So to a car, the answer is what?
To a
Creative?
car, the answer is what?
Is what?
Creative?
Yes.
To a
Perfect.
car, the answer is what?
Yes.
Perfect.
You're the answer.
No. To a car, the answer is car. You only have yourself to offer. You're only offering yourself. When it was a one woman show, and then as she said it was a one woman show. He said, I want to offer you a one woman show. He and she are what?
One.
One.
All you have to offer is yourself. That's all you have to offer. You're only offering yourself. So whoever you are is what you're getting back from every area of your life. You have a concept of yourself in every area of your life and of your life overall. And all you have to do, all you have to offer the mirror is what?
You.
You. So then the mirror is showing
Me.
you. So,
Myself.
so all you have to offer to life is
Me.
and all life is showing you is
Your
Me.
reflection.
so then
Ooh.
where did they come from? Where did he come from? Where did the weather come from? Where did the economy come from? Where do all these other things come from? If you're at home and you're looking in the mirror and then somebody, and you by yourself, and then somebody pops up, is that good?
Mm.
Right. Well, that's what that is, as insane and as frightening as when you start talking about he and they and she and them and over there and that, and you just won't believe. And I can't because they, what do you mean? What? You're the only one home. Did you take your medication? You don't, what? You're the only one home. You're talking about they and them and that. What does that have to do with your business? Whose business is it?
Yours.
So what do they have to do with it?
Nothing.
Except what you
Reflect. I'll
Wow.
put out there.
allow, accept, think they have. Well, I can't do what I want because it ain't about me, it's about them. How is it about them? And there would be no them if there were no you. What would they be buying if you didn't create anything? What would they be buying if you didn't start a business? How is it about them and not about you? And how is it about them before it's about you? How could they buy anything if you didn't create anything? So if you started first, how did you end up last? How do you matter enough to start the business, but then once the business starts, it's all about the customer? And what makes you think those are two different people? What? Damn, it's called. Hello?
Yeah,
What?
listening.
That's different.
Gotta hold ourselves accountable.
To do what?
To think to make what we want. To put out and create what we want first here. And then allow and only see that, only allow that. And everything else we take back to the store, throw out, give away, say you can have it, I don't want it.
Okay, let's make this good since most of you are entrepreneurs. Here's the statement of the day. I and my customers are
One.
One.
one. So why are you fighting them? Why are you trying to trick them? Why are you trying to upsell them? Why are you trying to make it like, well, if I tell them everything, then they won't want the rest of the things? Why are you, do you want people to do that to you?
Wow.
No.
You want people to withhold half of the shit so that they can, yeah, I'm just going to say it to you because it's Tuesday now. We're not on Saturday anymore. The call is over. Now I'm just going, now, you know, like when they cut the camera off, camera, cut. Okay, now this is now where we are. So do you want people to upsell you and this? I'm not saying that you can't have programs. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, what are you really doing? What are you, like, what are you really doing? What are you really trying to accomplish? What's actually happening?
Yeah.
Why do you think most of us hate going to the car lots?
Mm.
You mad when you roll up. You want somebody to sell you a car and not talk to you. Right? Right? You're literally ready to fight on site. You better not come over here and sell me this car, but you better not here. But sell me the car and you better not say nothing, but don't come over here, but you better sell me this car. Which one is it? You're at odds with your own end. He and she and he are what? She and a one woman show and he are what?
One.
One.
You and your customer are what?
One.
One.
So they think what?
The same.
They think
What I think.
what you think. And who thought first? So they think what you think, and you thought first, so you're mad. So you tell me your name is Sparkle Bailey. I say, hey, Sparkle Bailey, and you're like, oh, I can't believe he said that. Oh, I'm so stupid. Hey, you're stupid. No, he didn't. What do you mean? I said, I'm so broke. Don't invite her nowhere because she broke. No, he didn't talk about me like that. What do you mean? I just said the same thing about you said about you, but it's okay if I say it. But it's not, I mean, it's okay if you say it, but not me. Why? You're the most important. But you think everybody else is more important than you. You're the most important person in your life. Everything starts with you. It's your life. How does everything start? How is everything different than you? It all starts with you. You're the genesis. You're the beginning. You are the gene. You are the gender, meaning beginning. All of those root words mean beginning of something. Say it again. I and my customer
Are one.
One.
my client are.
One.
So they think.
What I think.
So what do you think?
Mm.
What is it hard? They're never gonna listen to me. They don't pay me. I can't get paid what I want. The market won't allow it. They never pay me on time. Oh, I got to see if I can do this to them and do that to them, because then maybe if I don't give them all of everything, then maybe they'll come for the rest. What do you think? People are stupid? You're stupid. They're not stupid. You're stupid for thinking they're stupid. All you're doing is making them mad. You're not doing anything. If you're trying to trick them and then they call you a trickster, are you wrong? Are they wrong?
Mm-mm.
If you're over there hustling and then they call you a hustler, are they wrong?
Mm-mm.
If you're disingenuous with your offering and then they call you a liar, are they wrong?
Mm-mm.
If you're withholding something, but then you tell them that you're telling them the truth and they call you a liar again, are they wrong? What?
No.
Nope.
No. So why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep saying I can't? Nobody will listen to me. Nobody. I and my customer are.
One.
What are we? I and my customer are.
One.
One.
My client are.
One.
I and my health are.
One.
One.
I and my money are.
One.
I and my relationships are.
One.
Then what's the problem? Well, what's the
Me.
question? What's the question? What's the better question?
Who is the problem?
Who is the problem? And guess who that
It's not me.
boy, it got quiet. Who is the problem?
I ain't taking that.
So, nobody got admitted. Nobody just,
Still looking for him.
yeah, that's it. Still looking for it.
Day 49.
Okay.
Mhm.
They think what you think. That's what you don't understand. They think what you think, but you don't think. You're not thinking you're hoping, you're wishing. I hope I'm going to put this out because it's not about what I want. It's about the customer want. What? You don't understand how the law of mind works. That's like saying it doesn't matter what the cause wants. It only matters what the effect wants. How could the thing second matter more than the thing first? And the thing second couldn't even exist without the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have a baby and don't matter what I want to name it. The baby gets to name itself. When does that work? People doing that? You're going to put in all that hard work and the baby get to name itself? I'm not going to name it. I'm going to wait to see what it names itself. Well, what the hell do you call it in between?
Come here, baby.
Just baby? What's your name, baby? What? This is all about you. You have to learn how to make things all about you. So somebody curses at you. Okay, cool. Make it all about you. How do I want to respond to that? Who do I want to be in this moment? Do I want to hit him in the face? Okay, but you choose who you want to be. You're never out of the ability to control or choose. There's not enough darkness for there not to be light. No matter how long dark was, there's still light. Light is always available. There's always a choice. You can choose because that's who you are. The chooser and humanity are
One.
So if you say you want to make $20,000 a month, can you do that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, then figure out what your 20,000 is. Is it 2,000 a day? Is it 20,000 a month? Is it 100 a day? I don't care. I always tell you, I don't care what you want. I just want you to have it. But I'm telling you can have anything, but you're choosing what you don't want. You're sitting there listening to that same bad song on repeat and won't change the channel. I and my client are
One.
and my customer are
One.
and my significant other are
One.
my kids are
One.
my mother-in-law are
One.
Oh, look.
Don't know about all that.
I'm just throwing y'all up.
Ah.
Boy, I thought horns come out. Who is that? Boy, started looking shady. People's connection got bad and everything. It got bad. Oh man, connection. It looked like, boy, I thought someone was gonna start blowing up. Right? I and my business are
One.
One.
I and my car in the morning when it needs to start up are
One.
yeah. Stranded. Can you imagine Jesus being stranded?
Mm.
Damn, anybody? I'm trying to get to Jerusalem. Come on.
It's 8:52.
Just saying, right? Like, you'd be like, how you gonna pray for me? You can't even get to me. How are you going to live the life you want and you can't get to it? That character represents your higher mind. That's why it's salvation. Your ideas are your salvation. They're coming to you to raise you to another level, to another point. You didn't come here just to sit down and chill and do nothing. But once you do that thing, it's like grades: second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. You keep going up and up. So the truth of 12th grade is true. It's still true even if you're in second grade. You just may not understand it yet, but it's still true.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some things I'm saying to you today that you may not understand, but they're true. And one day you'll get from second to 12th grade. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, now I see. You know, things our parents used to tell us. And then we went out there, we're like, oh, that's why we should have brought a jacket. Oh, that's why they said you should get home early before they start. Now I get it. Because now your words and your experience have come together like powdered milk and some water. And you're like, oh, now I can get it now. Time to get to stepping. Girl, let's go. I'm not, girl, grab your purse and let's go. You know what? This car is starting. You better be in it. You realize what your parents said, but at first when they said it, you didn't get it. You're like, why are you up so uptight? Like your parents that hadn't been to a party before. Like they didn't know what that was. Right? So there's a lot of things that we say on here that sometimes you may not understand right then, but just put it to the side. Just don't discard it before, just wait. That wind will blow. And you'll be looking for that same coat that I sold you in the summer. When October, November start coming around, you'll be like, where is that? You ain't thought about it in 2 months. But now you'll be like, you know, where is? Then you're desperately looking for that coat. Right? So these are things, right? So before we go, Sparkle Bailey, I'll get you in a second. I and my client are
One.
One.
I and my customer are
One.
One.
and my business are
One.
One.
my money are
One.
I and my relationships are
One.
I and my car are
One.
I and my family are
One.
One.
my health are
One.
One.
yes. And you don't tolerate any one of those things that are all yours. You don't tolerate any of them being different than what you say they are. But you have to change if you want them to change, because they are what you say they are. So you can't keep saying they are this and then want them to change.
Mm.
And talking to them about it ain't gonna change it. Not before you talk to you about it. Because you're talking to them, whether you talk to them or not, you're talking to them as you are. And if you haven't changed who you are, talking to them is not going to produce a different result, because you're only getting the result that you are. If you have an outfit you don't like and look in the mirror, you leave the mirror. If you come back with the same outfit on, what's the mirror going to show you?
Same thing.
The same thing.
But give it some time. What's that? So now you come back 2 hours later. What's it going to show you?
Same thing.
Same
What
thing.
about 2 days later?
Same thing.
Wait a minute.
Same outfit. How dirty you got?
I thought time heals all wounds.
No.
I thought, but what about, okay, maybe time changes all outfits.
Mm.
See how stupid that is? I'm using Tuesday language. That is just dumb. If you don't change the outfit, the mirror can't show you anything different. And the mirror can't show anything different before you change the outfit. The mirror's only showing you what you're wearing. People can't change around you in your world until you change. Sometimes you have to get away from some people so you can change. That's true too. Sometimes something's so intense in your face, you got to get to a place where you can start thinking clearly for yourself. That too. But nothing is ever going to change. Time ain't going to change it. Nothing's ever going to change until you change, because it's your time. It's your life. So if you want that to change, you have to change first. What? Change your concept of yourself in relation to that. So when you say, oh, like money, well, I have a concept. I'm either broke or I'm not. Well, I'm either broke or not based on who I am. Because I am broke. Well, who is I am? Consciousness. What does that mean? My awareness of myself. Whatever I think I am is being expressed in monetary terms right now. Who am I that I think I could be broke? Would God say I'm broke?
No.
What? There's a lot of people in here. I only hear one. What?
No.
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 So
No.
I can't
No.
afford it. Will God say I can't afford it?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm not going to ask for any hands, but who said it? Who said it? Okay, so then you just did what? When you said that, you did what?
Right?
Yeah, but you yes, you did because you're going to get the outcome of it.
Declared.
You
You
yeah,
chose.
but even worse, what was that? What did you do?
A sin.
You lied. You made a mistake. That's an error. But ignorance of the law is
No
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 excuse.
excuse.
yeah. You
No.
being a good person. What does that?
No.
No excuse.
You being in the Girl Scouts. What does that mean?
No excuse.
You being a deaconess. What does that mean?
No
No
excuse.
You
excuse.
cheering at the food shelter. What does that mean?
No
No
excuse.
excuse.
Car wash at the church. What does that mean?
No
No
excuse.
excuse.
So no excuse means what? What does that mean?
No excuse.
Yeah, but what does that mean? What's the outcome of no excuse?
Nothing.
Still is what it is.
And you remain the same.
Mm-hmm.
So just as broke as you were before you started the car wash for the Lord, is as broke as you're gonna be after you finish, and you just wet. Maybe a little cleaner, but you still broke.
Yikes.
You still sick, you still sad, you still mad. You are whatever you were before the car wash. The car wash is not going to save you. Donations are not going to save you. Feeding the poor is not going to save you.
59.
Sparkle Bailey.
Um, Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Again, thank you for these awesome reminders. OMG. Um, as you were speaking, I was thinking about how I used to be very, very aggressive in my delivery because of the protector I identified as. I had to be this protector for myself. And at some point in my later childhood, I declared I wanted to be a housewife. I was going to be a housewife. I spoke that into my life my sophomore year of high school. I just kept telling myself, I'm just going to be a housewife. Everybody around me was planning for university and all this other stuff. And everybody had all these grandiose plans of where they were going to go next. And I just kept telling myself, I didn't have a plan for college. I knew I was going to go. I just didn't have a plan for it. So I wasn't ready for it. It was just, as you were talking, I'm just in here unpeeling the layers of like the stupidity, and I hear you. I know where we're all going with it, but this is what was conditioned into my brain. I didn't hear information like this, let alone identify with information like this. It was just like conversations like this were so hit or miss or so rare to hear. It's like this is the foolishness side. This is just foolishness being spewed out. So what's factual, what I believed as faith was that I was the problem. There was something wrong with me for not wanting to chase the same avenue my peers wanted to chase. So lo and behold, I become this housewife. And um oh my goodness, I've just had so many moments of accountability on this call, and I'm taking all these notes, and I'm like, damn, you've been speaking what you wanted, you've been getting what you wanted, and every time you share certain information about what you want with others, and they do what the people in the story did, oh, that's not gonna work. Let's discredit that idea. That's just not gonna work for you. That's not a good idea. I sat with my facts as strongly as I could. I sat with my facts and I'm like, no, this is gonna work. This is what I want. And as you were talking, I'm like, okay, now this is what I could have tweaked. This is what I could have adjusted to make my reality even more. And this is what I can do now to make my reality more what I want it to be. You were listing off all these relationships we're one with. You said mother-in-law and our spouses and all these other people. I'm glad my mute button was working because I was hollering laughing, like screaming laughing, like we chose these people in our movie. We chose these people. And just to know that we can clean up, we can change our minds, we can pull our thoughts, we can exchange our thoughts. Just to know that we have these abilities, awesome reminders, awesome delivery on the information. What I love about this community the most is that we choose to get this information. You're not forcing this information down our throats. We want this information. We're ready to just be better. And so we're looking for this information. And I thank y'all every week. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. And what I want to tell you before I get to everybody else, what I want to tell you is that you're not changing anything. Everything, let me say this slow. You're not changing anything. When we say change, what we're really talking about is just accessing a different reality or a different version of something or someone. Every version of a person and every version of a circumstance already exists. Right now, you're the version of something that has a relationship with a version of something that you. So when you change, when we say change, you and this thing always are the same. You now just choose to say, okay, I don't want to be this version of myself. I'm going to be this version of myself. How do you change between versions? What do you use to change between versions of yourself?
Your mind.
What does that mean?
Your thoughts.
Thank you.
No, what? No, I want to hear what she said. What does that mean?
To change your mind.
Okay. So let's just say, so when you say change your mind, so give me an example.
Imagining yourself as a different person. So just affirming to it, thinking in a different light, in a different connection of who you are. So instead of telling yourself or thinking about things when you think as if it's not going your way, I would imagine it being another way and already putting myself into that environment.
Wonderful. Perfect. That's exactly right. So all you did was you left this version of you and now you're this version of you. This version of you still exists. This version that's broke, let's say, or sick, or has a bad relationship with that person, that version of you exists. There's another version of you that exists that is happy or has a great relationship with that person. It's almost like, imagine like lanes on a freeway. It's all going the same way. It's all about the same person. It's all about the same end, but you're in different lanes. And you can choose lanes that will give you different experiences, even though it's with the same thing. So with this person, you could have a different experience, but before you get a different experience, before you get a different them, you have to have it be a different you. A different you gets access to a different them.
I'd like to share a personal thing to give it a better
Sure.
example. My rent just recently was due, and the old me would have panicked and thought about all the different ways of I'm about to get evicted, I'm losing everything, I don't have any money. But instead, I use my mind to say my rent is paid, and I imagine ways to get it paid. How is this money gonna come? What do I need to do? So thinking of that solution is what allowed me to create my bills being paid instead of losing where I could have lost my home, got an eviction, been homeless. So I'd use my thought process to do that imagination.
Correct. So now here's what I want us to understand. What allowed you to think that thought? What allowed you to think the thought that got what you wanted?
Honestly, I already I've experienced so many negative things, and I knew that it was my mind that did it. So I know where I don't want to be. So that's what made me choose where I did want to be.
Correct. So where you do want to be already exists. That's the only reason you had somewhere to go.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say creation's finished. That's what the book means when it says creation's finished. Your answer is already finished. What you do is you go through the identity or you go through the process of saying, what answer is it that I want? They're all there. I'm going to choose this one. Now, to your point, once I chose that one, once you chose that one, you identified yourself with that answer. You stopped identifying yourself with that didn't have the answer, that was not. You start identifying yourself with that. They're all here right now. So we're not creating anything. So when you want to make more money or, like you said, pay your bills, it's all exists right now. You just have to choose which one of the things out of reality or out of existence you want to experience by identifying yourself with that and as that. You could only choose because it existed. So that it existed before you even chose. So we're not creating anything. You don't have to fix anything or make anything work. You just have to choose what already is available. Everything's available. It not working and it working are available. And what you did through your own way was attach yourself to the thing that worked. You identified this is going to work for me. I'm that. And once you identified yourself with that, that becomes your physical experience.
From there, you started meeting people, attracting people, finding opportunities, and you have to choose those too. You have to say yes to those opportunities, those experiences.
Correct. Right. That's the only way. That's what it means when you create your own reality. Every physical experience you have is because it is the physical representation. It is the mirrored reflection of your consciousness, of what you're thinking to be true. So like you said, well, you realize once you start understanding how this actually works, you realize I didn't mean to do that, but I did do that. That was a physical thought of the way I was thinking about something. I didn't know it was going to turn out that way, but it does give me the net effect. The end is the same. The end is I'm still suffering. Oh, I'm so sick, I can't take it. Okay, well, what does that mean? It may be a stomach ache. It may be I can't pay my bills. It may be somebody lied to you. It doesn't matter. Your awareness is always going to show you physically the reflection of what it is it's aware of being. That's what the world is for. It's your canvas. It's for you to paint on. It's for it to be mirrored back to you. That's what it's for, right? So everything already exists. We're not creating. So the person that you don't like, there's a version of them that you do. But in order to get access to that, you have to be the version of you that has access to that. So you have to change you first in order to get access to that version of them. But we try to sit there. We think in humanity only offers itself. So humanity tries to fix everything. And things aren't designed to be fixed. They're designed to be chosen. They are what they are. Cancer is not designed to be fixed. It's always going to exist because it's a physical representation of a pattern of thought. That means cancer, or that may be high blood pressure, or it may be poverty, or it may be whatever it may be. Those things don't leave. You just access something else. But those things remain because just like if you left one state, Pennsylvania, to move to California, just because you left Pennsylvania doesn't mean it stops existing. It just stops existing to you. That's a different thing. It doesn't stop existing. There are people who still live there, who want to live there, who hate living there, but there's got to be a space for everyone. So in your mind, there's a physical representation for everything that you can think. So you stop thinking that, and that doesn't stop existing. You just stop experiencing it because you stop identifying yourself with that experience, and you identify yourself with this experience, and that's how you have that. So everything still exists. Nothing is eliminated, but you just stop experiencing it when you stop identifying yourself with it. That's why I say your customers, you and your customers are one. They only think what you think. Everything in the physical world from your body on out only thinks what you think. It only is what you say it is. And once you understand that, then you say, well, it doesn't matter what they think. It only matters what I think. And so as long as when I get my thought online, everybody loves me. Everybody loves what I have to offer, loves to pay me what I want, loves to refer others who do the same. I can't keep my stuff on the shelves, or my phone is always blowing up with clients, or I always get paid on time or upfront. I never have to chase anybody for a bill or to pay me, or everybody loves my websites, or whatever it is. What you think is what they are going to think. You're one, they are two. There is no two without one. Two is one ones. There is no two without a one. So you don't have to worry about what everybody else is thinking. They think what you think. You control you. That is self-control. When you control you, you control everything because everything is a reflection of you. Right? Wonderful. Okay, anybody else? Questions, comments, anything? I know it's 10 after. I'll let you get out, but questions, comments, anything?
The last thing I'll share, and my heart is overjoyed, like that I followed my instinct, even though like, no, you're not, no, you can't. Like I followed my instinct, and like the level of crazy I was taught to believe I was, just for thinking, like you said, the proof is in the idea. Like, why would I have this ability to think these things if they can't happen or if I can't experience them? And just to, I hate to use the word validation. I hate to use that word, but just like the reminder that what I knew was true this whole time, to hear those validations, like you just got to rock with yourself. That's what I was taking away. Like you just got to continue to rock with yourself. It sounds crazy. Everybody around me felt like a woman not wanting to pay bills was insane. A woman not having a desire to pay bills like every other adult, that is insane. So for a woman to come along and say, I don't want to pay bills, I want to be completely taken care of, I don't want to have to deal with that, that's not on me. I take care of all these other things. I wear all these other hats. I don't want to worry about bills. I'm proud of me for standing my ground. That's all I'm saying, Coach. Thank you for these awesome calls. Thank you so much for these awesome calls. Thank y'all, the people who come every week. Thank y'all, because this is so healthy for our souls. Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
This is my first time here. Thank you very much. I definitely will be here all the time.
Oh, well, thank you for coming. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Right.
Coach, for
So
always just bringing out the inner person, like the inner God in me. Like every time I come on, and I don't come on, I know I miss some time, but it's like every time it's just like, hey, do you remember who God is in you? Love the reminder every single time. It hasn't changed, not one bit. And then I throw your stuff everywhere because it needs to be out there. So your mission is beautiful, and I'm glad to be a part of one of the groups, one of the people that actually help spread your ministry. So thank you again.
Well, thank you. Always. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. All of this is confirmation. A lot of times when I'm in something, I'm like, oh, it comes to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, then that's what that was. So I really do appreciate this every time I'm able to come on, because sometimes I'm living the dream, so I can't be here all the time, but the times I can, I appreciate it.
That's it. That's what we want. Live the dream. It's not to
Living
go
the dream.
here every Saturday when we can. Yeah, but the goal is to show up here Saturday enough where you kind of fire yourself, so to speak, right? You don't. You're not showing you're on vacation. You're living your life with your family. You're buying a home. You're doing. That's what we're here for, right? That's what we take this information for, is to apply it to every area of our life. And sometimes that means we're out doing it big. And that's the best. It's like when our kids go to college, or or just things that we are happy other people have taken their own lives over. So that's wonderful. Excellent. Excellent. All right, Vanessa, anything you wanted to say before we let everybody out?
I want to thank everyone for stopping by, especially those who were here for the first time. We do this every week, and I put the link in the chat if you guys want to subscribe and get the email alerts. Because not every time I'll be able to probably have the time to post it in like the communities I'm in to invite everyone to come. So you can log into the mental.academy and subscribe to the website, or to to the Mental Academy. And if you click on the Mental Academy, it's free. You can subscribe, or get into that mailing list specifically as well. And we appreciate every single one of you. Today was fun. I love the participation, and the new faces, the new voices. It was awesome. It was a great call. Thank you, Coach Lucky, for sweating and losing a few pounds, as you always say. And we look forward to seeing everyone every Saturday. Slide through. Slide through. Also, the replays are now being streamed in YouTube. So if you just subscribe, let me put the channel to the channel, then you'll be able to catch the replays as well. So I'll give me un momentito and I'll put that in the chat.
Well, thank you all for coming. Like Veronica said, it's so nice to see so many new faces, and definitely want you guys to participate. That's why I yell and screaming like, "What do you think?" I don't want you to sit here like a class and you're just supposed to just be quiet. And I want you to participate in your own awareness so that it makes more sense to you. Like I said, on Tuesday, because Tuesdays are real, right? Thursdays are real. We're out here living for real. And I want us to remember, like, oh, no, 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 this is right. No, no, what I say goes. Whatever God says goes. Whatever you say goes. If God is healthy, you are healthy. If God is rich, you're rich. If God is safe, you're safe. If God is secure, if God had a business, how would it go? Is that what you say about if God had a business, how would it go? Right? Well, however you think that would go, then that's how you say your business goes. You would say probably it's perfect. God would have everything. Well, then that's how your business should be. If God had a body, how would it look? How would it work? How would it feel? If God had a car, would God be have to like bang, bang? No, God's like, hey, this is either gonna work or I'm gonna get something new. Like it just raises your level of like who you think you are. And who you think you are is why things are what they are. And when you change who you think you are and you raise that, boy, everything starts jumping. And that's right, all of us, right? If this wouldn't happen to God, it can't happen to me. That's just out. That's just not, it's just not, it's out, right? And if God can do it, I can do it. And it's getting done, period. Right? And that's, you'll be seeing maybe cooking with gas, Crisco, oil, and everything else. All right. So, all right. Well, happy Saturday. Go out there now, get off the computer, off the phone, whatever, get back to your loved ones and the world. And but it's Tuesday now. It's no longer Saturday, it's Tuesday. So put your helmet on, put your mouthpiece in. It's time to get to kicking and clicking and clacking out here, and let your light shine. All right, have a wonderful day. See you all next weekend.